Good morning, students. In today's session, we are going to see the branch instruction, that is, jumping from one statement, one instruction to the other instruction based on the conditions by satisfying the condition or by not satisfying the condition. If it satisfies the condition, it is going to be a conditional branch instruction. If any looping has to is happen without any conditional check, then it is called as unconditional jump instruction. So there are three types of jump instruction. One is your relative jump, short jump and long jump. So it depends upon how many bytes of data it is going to jump. So in case of your relative jump, your program counter content with a new address that is greater than or less than, it is called as a relative jump. So if it is going to be greater than the address following the jump instruction by 127 or less, or the address following the jump by 128 or less, that is in between as shown over here, like if any jump instruction is going to happen between these particular range, then it is called as your relative jump instruction. It depends upon the memory size. So based on your memory size, if it is going to be less than 127 or 127, or if it is by 128 or less, then the relative jump instruction is going to work out. The advantage of relative jump instruction is only one byte of jump address needs to be specified in 2's complement form. For jumping ahead, the range is 0 to 127. Or for jumping back, that is, there are two types of jump. One is your forward jump, another one is your reverse jump. So in forward jump, the address range should be from 0 to 127. Whereas if it wants to go back in the reverse order, then it has to be -1 to -128. So between these two ranges, if any of your loop starts jumping, then it is called as your relative addressing mode. Next, specifying only one byte reduces the size of the instruction and speeds up the program execution. So if you are using a relative addressing, then it speeds up the operation as only one byte of data is utilized to reduce, and it reduces the size of your instruction. Next, short jump. Short jump means it can be used with -128 to +127 from the following instruction. So first one, jump on carry. So all this instruction is going to be conditional jump. So jump if carry is 1. For example, if JC loop 1, like this you are giving means if this condition is satisfied, then it goes to loop 1, else it follows your next instruction. Second one, JNC. JNC means jump on no carry. So if you use JNC loop 1, so here also, if this particular condition, if your carry bit is 0, so if you don't get any carry after addition operation, so this is utilized mainly when you are using your arithmetic instruction. So this particular instruction, if your carry is not set, then it goes to loop 1, else it follows the next instruction. Next, JB. JB in the sense jump bit. So when a particular bit, for example, if I am saying set bit SETB PSW dot 7, okay, and now I am going to use JB jump bit loop 1 else clear PSW dot 7. So here what it does, so first when it executes this particular instruction, PSW dot 7 bit is going to be 1. So it will check that particular bit. If that bit is going to be 1, then it move on to your loop 1, else it follows your next instruction. Same wise you have JNB. So JNB in the sense jump on no bit. So if this particular bit is not having any, if there is no bit, then it goes to loop 1, that is it goes to the relative address, otherwise it follows your next instruction. Same thing, next one is your JBC jump bit if carry. JB means jump bit if your carry bit is 1, it is your bit addressing mode, and after this if you select any address, it will go on to that particular address. CJNE means compare jump on not equal. For example, I am going to use this particular instruction in to find a largest number or smallest number in an array of numbers. So here compare jump on not equal. So two numbers will be comparing, and if it is not equal, it goes to your relative address. It compares your destination byte and source byte. For example, you will be having one number in R7, another number in R6. So if so, loop 1. So it will check it will compare these two values, that is the value in R6 is compared with R7. If it is not equal, then it jumps to loop 1, else it follows the next instruction. DJNZ means decrement jump on non-zero. That is this type of instruction is used when you are moving a block of data from one memory to other memory. So on that comparison, I need to check whether all the data in the primary memory has been moved on to the secondary one. So under those conditions, we will be using this type of instruction. J is a jump on 0. So this type of instruction is also used when you are moving a block of data. So all these are some of your short jump instruction. Short absolute jump in the sense, in case only 11 bits of the absolute jumps are needed, the absolute jump instruction is calculated as follows. So all these instruction is going to be your conditional jump instruction. There are unconditional jump instruction is also available, like ACALL, that is ACALL, LCALL, that is absolute call, LCALL, long call. So based on the memory, we are going to categorize the branch type of instruction. Next one, LJMP. LJMP, it is an unconditional jump instruction. Here it is not going to check any of the condition, just LJMP address. If you specify, automatically your assembler will try to locate this particular address and it will move on to that. Here also none of the flag is going to affect it, because it is not going to carry forward with any of your arithmetic or logical operations. Next, long call, that is LCALL or LJump or JMP. JMP in the sense, it is your unconditional jump. Before whatever you have seen, JNZ, so it jump on non-zero. It means that it has to satisfy some condition and then it has to move on to the particular row. Whereas here whatever we have used, it is all unconditional branch instruction, that is unconditional jump instruction. LCALL address 16, that is here we will be specifying the 16-bit address without checking any condition. When the assembler executes this particular instruction, the control is transferred to this address, 16-bit address, without checking any condition. Same thing goes on with LJMP, that is long jump, address 16. So when your assembler executes this second instruction, even it jumps to the corresponding address without satisfying any condition. There are two types of instruction. One is your conditional jump, another one is your unconditional jump. Conditional jump means the loop or the control is transferred to the particular address after satisfying the condition. In case of your unconditional jump, the control is transferred to the particular address without satisfying any condition. Clear? So these are all, as we discussed earlier, it is going to be some of the examples for your conditional jump instruction. So the conditional jump instruction are JB, that is jump bit if carry is 1, JNB jump on no bit, JB jump bit, JNC means jump on no carry, JC jump on carry, CJNE compare jump on not equal, DJNZ means decrement jump on non-zero, JNZ means jump on non-zero. So all these conditions are discussed earlier with an example. So I have summarized the instructions that satisfies your conditional jump instruction, conditional branch instruction. Okay, and all these are how exactly we need to use your JBC. JBC means jump bit if carry. So the syntax to be used is JB bit address comma relative address. So if that particular, here bit address means which bit needs to be checked, that address we need to specify. and relative address. After checking that particular bit where exactly it has to jump, all those things will be done with this JBC, that is jump bit carry. Next JC means jump on carry. So it will check whether your carry bit is 1. So if it is going to be 1, then it is going to move on to your relative addressing. Next is your jump on no bit. So it will check whether this particular bit address is having bit or not. If not, it is going to jump to your